Now remember when you were just a little old buckaroo? You would have your wash day. Most likely it was either Saturday or Sunday because it would be on your mama's day off. Wash your hair, put you under some type of dryer or slap conditioner on your hair for a couple hours. And then she would blow dry and flat iron your hair, or blow dry and put your hair in whatever braided style or whatever style she wanted to put your hair in to last until the next wash day. We did not touch our hair again until the next wash day. And the thing is, our mamas had stuff to do. So our mothers were making sure that we had hairstyles that would last 2 weeks or maybe even a month. And most of us would get in trouble if we had our hands in our hair. Well, think about how beautiful your hair was when you was a little girl. Don't you still be looking at pictures like,
I remember I was little before that chick, Taquisha, put that relaxer in my head, and I've been blowing hair ever since then, but before then my hair was super long.
So if you want to get back to the health, length, shine, and body that you had when you was just a little girl before you start getting your hands in your head, then keep on watching and subscribe before my intro even start, because you know I'm gonna ask you to do it and click the bell. Hello my loves, Cyn Doll here, coming at you with another video, and this video is sponsored by me, Cyn Doll LLC. Ooh. The first question that needs to be answered before we answer any other question is, how does hair grow? There are 3 different phases of the hair growth cycle. So before you watch this video, make sure you check out this video here. Right now, we're going to talk about the TELOGEN phase. That's at one given time, your whole entire head is not in the TELOGEN phase. Only 10% of your hair is in the TELOGEN phase at one time if your body is following the natural hair growth cycle like it is supposed to. The TELOGEN phase can also be prolonged or spread it out through more than 10% of your hair through stress. And remember, stress comes in 2 forms. It comes internally and externally. And what I mean by that, you can have emotional stress or you can have external stress that you are putting on the follicle and the scalp. What do I mean by that? If you in any type of way have your oxygen flow cut off as a human being, your body is going to go under stress. Your lungs are going to go under stress. Your lungs are going to go under stress. Different parts of your body will go under stress. Well, guess what? If the follicle is cut off with oxygen flow, it goes under stress. And another thing, not only are you cutting off oxygen flow, but there are 2 glands inside of the follicle. You have a sebaceous gland that holds the oil, but you also have a sweat gland. And we all know this. What is our sweat? Our sweat glands are responsible for releasing toxins out of the body. You have toxins in your scalp, which means that these sweat glands are responsible for letting different bacteria and things of that nature that are within the body, it comes out through the scalp as well. But the different patterns that most women have, we're not gonna talk about race, but you know what I'm talking about. Most women's patterns are in blocking the follicle with heavy oils and butters that are high on the comedogenic scale, like coconut oil and some forms of castor oil and oils that are very, very high on the comedogenic scale. You are blocking the sweat gland and the sebaceous gland. So if the sweat gland's purpose is to release toxins out of the body and the sweat gland is always blocked, after a while the follicle will go under stress because the follicle is full of sebum along with the acid that's released with the sebum, and that's just the sebaceous gland full of excess sebum and the acid that is there to cleanse the excess sebum, right, the excess oil. And then you also have a sweat gland that is blocked and full of different bacteria and everything that it needed to secrete and release. And in return, you have follicles that slowly wither away and die. And this is why a very, very large percentage of a certain group of women experience hair loss and don't get the type of hair growth that they want because they don't let their bodies go through their natural cycles. Body has a natural hair growth cycle. The body has a natural skin cell turnover. Every 28 days, the skin cells on your scalp die off and then the new ones are born. So it is imperative that we keep the follicle clear, because when we keep the follicle clear, we are also keeping the sweat gland clear and the sebaceous gland clear. It's so important, you guys. Blocking the follicle and the scalp, your scalp is about so much more than just having long pretty hair. You need it cleared. I also want you to know that this telogen phase is only supposed to last about 6 months. So naturally, only about, like I said, 10% of your hair at any given time is supposed to be in the telogen phase, and this phase only is supposed to last for 6 months. But you have a lot of women, like my comment of the day, I love you so much. You have a lot of women that are suffering from hair loss and suffering from never being able to grow hair. It's like no matter what you do, your hair will not grow. Well, this is, I'm not giving you an exact diagnosis because I'm not in front of you, but a vast majority of my one-on-one clients have their hair, their follicles under stress. The majority of women have a scalp that is under stress, stuck in the telogen phase. When people join my 7-day challenge, I'm able to help their scalp get out of the telogen phase and get out of that distress state within 3 days. It's 100% free. If you're interested, I really recommend that you join my free 7-day challenge. It's free $99 to join. You click the link in the description box below, and before the challenge joins, just read through and look at what everybody who's already done my challenges. I think we had 2 or 3 previous challenges, and within 3 days people were able to notice things about their hair that they had never noticed before, because we need to have a routine and a pattern. If you do not have a routine and a pattern, you won't be able to match the routine and the pattern of your body. One thing that we love to fight against all the time is having a set routine and washing our hair and following a certain pattern other than just spraying it down with some water and going like this. A lot of times we have an issue with that, but I am here to let you know that the key to hair growth is so simple. You already have it. It's not in a store, it's not on a website. It is literally in you getting in sync with the natural patterns and the natural rhythms of your body. Woman, know how powerful you are. Think about it. The moon has a 28-day cycle. Your body as a woman, 28-day cycle. Your scalp, 28-day cycle. It's the same thing. You guys have to get with it and make the correlation between your hair growth and routine. So it is the lack of routine and the lack of pattern that causes us to not grow hair. We have to be honest and real with ourselves and admit that we will comb a wig more times in a day than we will actually comb our hair. If you need a little help getting started, I'm so sorry that I'm no longer able to do one-on-one consultations anymore. There's just not enough time in a day, but I have something for you. In replacement of my one-on-one consultations, I now have a course for you, and this course is powerhouse. Okay, it is literally about over 2 hours of content for you to have, along with some PDFs and some ebooks and stuff, just to break everything down for you. It's literally like having me in your back pocket. Like, I break everything down, and if you follow everything that I tell you to do down to the T, I promise you, you will notice growth like nobody's business. If you just look here on the screen, these are people who haven't paid anything that have listened to my pointers. So if I can give people these type of results for free, imagine what I can do for you in the course. I love you. If you don't want to do the course right now, that's okay. I also have the Guru 101. The Guru 101 is a platform that I am so in love with. It's my own personal platform, and on this platform we have so much free content, one-on-ones, exclusive live video, and so much more. So I am so excited to have you over there. If you want to join, I know you want to join, but more information can be left in the description box below, you guys. So I really hope that this video made a little bit of sense. I hope it answered some of your questions a little bit, and let's get started in this 7-day challenge, because if you're still confused, I break it down even more within the group. So go join it. It's free, and once you're inside of the group, you will be notified when our next challenge starts. I love you guys so much, and until next time, stop putting all that stupid stuff in your hair. Well, hello, I am Cyn Smith, and welcome to the Growth Cycle Blueprint. Now, I'm also known as Cyn Doll across social media, but you know, it's whatever you feel like calling me on whatever day. In this course, I'm going to teach you how to master the natural cycle of your body. And it's so important. There are cycles in everything. The moon has a 28-day cycle. Your uterus as a woman has a 28-day cycle. Your scalp has skin cell turnover, which is a 28-day cycle. So in this course, we are going to get knee deep in your natural hair growth cycle, because there is one. And if you are following this cycle down to the T, you should be retaining at least 1.5 inches. At least a half an inch every month. But you know, if you are like shooting for the moon and an overachiever, you can get that 1.5 inches every single month. So let's go ahead and get really into some of these facts, because I want you and your body in sync with the natural rhythms. So let's get right to it.